So let's talk about it. AEW Dynamite from Kansas City on the 3rd, a couple days ago. We begin with Kenny Omega taking on Alan Angels of the Dark Order. Okay, Kenny Omega versus Alan Angels of the Dark Order. You know Kenny Omega is going to win this match, but this match is really just to put over the young guy, okay? So Kenny Omega is the veteran. He is the world champion. He is the best at the moment. Alan Angels is very, very low in terms of a power level. The only thing that you can really do in this match is give Alan Angels the best looking rub that you can, and then beat him and go. So let's see what happens. Great match. 2 V triggers to take down Angels. It's a starting match, a great starting match. And again, AEW does this all the time where they start off with action, and it's really, really good. It was a great match. Go watch it. A beatdown after the match. He's about to hit the one-winged angel on Alan Angels before Adam Page out for the save. This was really cool because Adam Page, to me, finally looks like he can hold that belt and beat Kenny Omega. So I'm very interested about what's going to happen 10 days from now. Nakazawa down. Oh, sorry, not 10 days from now. Now it's like, 9 days. It's so close. Nakazawa gets beat down by Page. Omega has a chair, but Alan Angel swipes it from him. Omega is almost hit with a buckshot. Page with the microphone and the title in the ring. And Page tells Omega he has 10 days. I'm excited for this match. They've built it really, really nicely. I would like to see maybe one more segment. Of course, it'll be next week on Dynamite. It's interesting. So far, pretty good start. Malachi Black telling Cody that when they assassinated Caesar, it wasn't just Marcus who betrayed him. So, makes me think, who's going to betray Cody? I might have a theory about that later. CM Punk out. He has 2 messages. Because 2 people are not here tonight. And the first one is an address to Jon Moxley and his situation. And he understands, and he thinks it's important, so he's going to use a good majority of his time in the ring to discuss it and say how proud he is of Jon Moxley. And it's really cool because that is what I love to see. He talks about how he knows how it feels to work to the bone, to feel like you owe everything to the people that you work with and for. And he knows what it feels like to abuse because of that. So, with that in mind, and any abuse, not just drugs and alcohol, like going to the gym too much and you should just take a break, like mentally abusing yourself is a valid form. So he addresses Jon Moxley, says he's proud of him. Really good moment, and I'm proud, and I'm happy that CM Punk was the guy to deliver that. It was just apropos, a very appropriate thing. And then he addresses Eddie Kingston, because he's the other guy that's not here tonight. And CM Punk is just really natural on the mic. Instead of a promo where it's like you're looking at him and he's addressing the world, it really feels like he's in that little arena. And he's just talking to the people in the arena, and there happens to be a camera. Because he's very, like, cult leader-esque, and I know that that's kind of was his thing for a while, but cult leader-esque in the sense that this was just really, really interesting to see him like talking to the crowd like he's a stand-up comedian instead of to the camera or to his opponent. It was a really good message to Eddie Kingston, so maybe they'll fight on Rampage. I'm excited because now it's 11, so when I'm done streaming here, I'm going to go over and watch Rampage. I'm super excited to watch it. And then SmackDown, with all those releases, I'm not a fan of those releases. It makes me real upset. So we'll get to SmackDown on Monday, but Miro is added into the Eliminator tournament. This is great, actually. This is a perfect pick. CM Punk said that he was going to go into the Eliminator, but he has to deal with Eddie Kingston, so it adds a little bit of fuel to that fire. Eddie Kingston's outside of the tournament. You can do a few more things with this and really build this up for Full Gear. But we'll see what happens on Rampage first. I'm kind of giddy. Miro added into the Eliminator. Miro promo to God again. Did I write it down? No. Okay, so I'll paraphrase it. He was very, very mad at God. He's like, when I look up at you in anger, do you look down on me in fear? Like, he's really, really good at that. And he's probably leading Lana to AEW, to becoming all elite, because his promos are not centered on God and devoting to God. He's devoted to her. He wants to win his title back to get back to her, his wife. I think that's really sweet. And I think it's one of my favorite like wrestling relationships ever, Rusev and Lana, because he's always been so like really good to his wife, and I really really admire that. So it was a really really good promo. He's back, and he'll be in the main event against Orange Cassidy tonight. Young Bucks and Adam Cole, baby. Boom. Sorry, let me grab some water. Are in the back. They are tough guys. Christian has returned. And, 3-on-1, they're not too scared of him. Luchasaurus has returned, and that's when they get a little upset. Big brawl, big fight. Jungle Boy comes out, and it's a beatdown. Concerto to Adam Cole, baby. Boom. Well, they brought the boom to him tonight with the concerto, and he'll probably be out of Dynamite next week. He'll probably have like a via satellite or via Zoom type interview where he's gonna pimp up their match at Full Gear. But I'm excited for that match too. I'm very very excited for that. I want to see Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Christian. Well, they're gonna lose, but I'm excited to watch that match. It's gonna be a good one. Samurai Del Sol. So this is Kalisto and Aerostar, who I think was on Lucha Underground if I remember correctly. But I don't know who else Aerostar is. Versus FTR in the Luchador Open Challenge. Okay, so FTR are the AAA tag team title holders. That's a Mexican production title belt that they're holding, and they're bringing back to America to defend on American TV because that's the angle that they're going with right now. So this whole match is what I expect out of a tag match, typically, is styles. You have the Lucha style, right, from Del Sol and Aerostar. And then you have the very classic striking, beat you down, big attacking, clubbing blows of FTR. And they are trying to stop the flips of the luchadors. And they're trying to counter all of those luchador moves. And the styles clash so perfectly in this match. FTR truly is one of the better wrestling tag teams ever. And they prove it in this match. FTR utilizes the ropes to win, and I really like this because maybe they're weak to Luchador. Maybe they can't do it. Maybe they can't be better than the Lucha Brothers because it's a Luchador style, right? Maybe that's their weakness, right? Their Achilles heel. So they have to roll up Del Sol, hold the ropes, or maybe it was Aerostar. They hold the ropes, and they kind of have to cheat to win, and I don't think that this is a bad thing at all. It keeps Del Sol and Aerostar looking strong. It pimps the match that we're going to see between Lucha Brothers and FTR, and it makes FTR bad guys. So it all kind of works in this way, and I'm happy with it, and I'm excited for this match at Full Gear as well for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Yeah, pretty solid. Like nothing much to complain about there. Okay, Inner Circle out. They talk about the teams that they're going to pick. And we had predicted something a little bit different. Let's see. I think we had said Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, Dan Lambert, and Dos Santos. I don't think I said Arlovsky. I think I had said maybe Masvidal, but I didn't really think Arlovsky. So I don't remember who else I thought it was going to be. Oh, Tony Nese. I said maybe Tony Nese, but I think he was on Dark. I don't remember who he was fighting or what alignment he was, but I thought maybe they were going to get Tony Nese in there. But no, instead it's just going to be Arlovsky. So interesting. And we get a little bit of a promo here when American Top Team comes out, and Inner Circle picks Dos Santos, Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, Arlovsky, and Dan Lambert. And there's shit talk back and forth. And a lot of people on Twitter are really mad at this. They don't like this thing. And I think they're wrong. I think they're negatively reacting to this. I think Dan Lambert is a huge wrestling nerd. He loves wrestling. He just likes wrestling. That's just how it is. He loves wrestling, okay? And his whole dream of being here and doing this, he's having the time of his life. I know on screen he hates it, but you gotta think he just loves getting the crowd reaction he gets. And guess what? You know what? If people didn't care, if they truly didn't care, because Twitter is not everyone's opinion, if people truly didn't care about this angle, they would boo it incessantly, like X-Pac heat. They don't do that, though. because they're actively involved in this rivalry. The shit talk here is amazing. They call is Arlovsky the Pitbull, and he says, I got something for you to bite on, Pitbull, or whatever. Like that was like really good. Jake Haters was good. There was a part where Paige Van Zant says, "I could take all 5 of you at the same time," and the retort from Jericho, who again still has it, says, "Oh, you can put that on your OnlyFans." Really good, really perfect line, perfect shit talk. It was just all really solid, building towards their 5-on-5 street fight, and I like it. I just think people are wrong. I think this is one of those that's like, okay, you know what, you don't like it, but it is good. Just because Twitter doesn't like it, it doesn't really mean much to me. So I was really happy about it. This is where I said it's time to do the ticked off tweet. So I'm going to do the ticked off tweet. So let me design this tweet here, because I'm curious. All right, I'm going to design this tweet and we're going to throw it out into the ethos. And we are going to hashtag AEW Dynamite. We're going to hashtag AEW Rampage. Okay, we're hashtagging both. And we're going to say the American Top Team angle is not nearly as bad as some of y'all think. Sure, it's easy, but that in no way means bad. Some of y'all just haters. Shaking my head. And now we're gonna choose the GIF, and we'll see if we get any pissed off people. Yeah, we're gonna do the Dos Equis guy. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, and I need to try to link them. Maybe they'll just find their way here, huh? Maybe they'll find their way here. Yeah, we'll just tweet that. We'll see. We'll be a little tame this time, huh? Be tame. I'm excited. I like pissing Twitter off. This is the ticked off tweet moment. If anyone does come in and start talking shit in our chat, we know that we have a ticked off tweeter, and I'm excited. We'll get one. It's like we're going fishing. It's like and we'll see if we can catch ourselves a ticked off tweeter. I'm very excited about that. We'll hold on that, and we'll continue with the review. So, Inner Circle did their thing. Jamie Hayter versus Anna Jay. Now, what's interesting is that I am invested in this tournament very heavily. I have predictions for this tournament. I am very happy that some of my predictions are pretty much coming true. I was wrong about Shida winning her 50th match, but I think she's done. I think Nyla Rose is going to be winning that, which is kind of not what I wanted. I wanted Serena Deeb just to go far, just because I feel like she earned it. But I'm okay with them taking her out. So now I would think that Nyla Rose will be taking that position, because you know what? A bigger, better match, and I think I did say this, is that Ruby Rose will be going to the finals, going up against Thunder Rosa, because that's an interesting matchup that belongs on a pay-per-view, especially for a debut title. and for the first ever women's TNT champion, that's or TBS champion, that's going to be significant. And I think Thunder Rosa versus Ruby Rose, not Ruby Rose. Who am I thinking of? Rebel Rose. No, that's Ruby Soho. Her. Then that I think is the bigger money match, but I still think that this is Thunder Rosa's tournament to lose. And we'll see what happens. Jamie Hayter versus Anna Jay, and I had predicted that Hayter was going to win this with help of DMD, Dr. Britt Baker, and Rebel. As expected, that is exactly what happens. Tay Conti comes out to pimp the Britt Baker DMD match against Tay Conti, and that's basically how it goes. Thunder Rosa comes out to even the odds, and this is just going to pimp their match in the Eliminator Tournament in the next round. Oh boy, 6-person tag match. Nice! I'm excited for that match. I'm sure it'll be like booked by next week. Triple threat, or a 3-on-3 women's match. Thunder Rosa, Tay Conti, Anna Jay taking on Jamie Hayter, Rebel, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Jade Cargill promo, solid, but I think she's going to lose this tournament to Thunder Rosa. But I do like the promo, and I think she might be the first real rival for Thunder Rosa, and she might win. She might beat Thunder Rosa the first time out because she's just so dominant. MJF out, he addresses Darby, who has been in the crowd all night long. They've been showing him on and off, coming in and out of the crowd, just watching. He says that they cheer him and they boo MJF. He's talking about the crowd. Because Darby is just like them, mentally weak. Darby says he won't lose his temper at Full Gear because he's going to get the anger out tonight. Darby goes down. Sting blocks MJF's exit because he's trying to escape. And there's a bunch of goons with him, and they neutralize the accountability buddies. They neutralize Shawn Spears, they neutralize Wardlow, and they make it so that it's Darby versus MJF. It's a battle, it's a fight in the crowd, out of the crowd, and there's one security dude there, and that's it. He's like trying to hide himself in a hoodie. It's very, very funny. But there's a big brawl, big running clothesline back into the ringside area. He was going to go for a coffin drop to MJF. Darby misses his shot. MJF sneaks out and escapes in through the crowd, and I saw some behind the scenes footage of somebody filming him, and MJF takes this dude's hat and tosses it further, and the security guard's like, hey, you can't punch him. I know you want to, but you can't. It's really, really cool. So I'm actually excited for that match at Full Gear as well. Cody versus El Hilo Andrade. This also doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. Cody is delivering amazing matches in angles, and AEW fans are spoiled little brats for hating it. Amazing matches with El Idolo, right? With Malachi Black. These are really good things, and you're hating them. Why? Because it's Cody Rhodes? What? He's not even like winning all the time. He beat Malachi Black because he's the good guy. He's supposed to. And it changed both of their characters, and both people were the better for it. When you say you have Cody here and you have Malachi Black here, and because of that feud, Malachi Black is now here with Cody, even though he got beat by Cody. So he's been elevated because of the interaction by the fans. Now people are cheering Malachi Black, right? But people just don't understand storytelling like that. It's very, very strange. So I don't understand the hate that AEW fans and all fans are talking about Cody Rhodes. I don't hate it. Criticize all you want, but hating anything just because Cody is in it is very cringe, bro. It is. This is really cool. There's a figure 4 spot. Andrade, of course, the son-in-law of Ric Flair, wife or husband of Charlotte Flair. So he's very connected to that family. So the figure 4 spot's always fun. You turn the other guy over, and now the pressure is reversed. It's completely ridiculous, but I love it. It's one of my favorite wrestling spots. FTR dings Rhodes with the AAA tag belts, and El Idolo with the sneaky win. This is the first time we've really seen him like cheating to win. He really doesn't like Cody Rhodes, and it shows that he's willing to get a little bit dirtier in his tactics to beat him. He doesn't really respect Cody like he kind of respected Pac in the beginning when he wanted to beat him straight up. Arn comes in to square off with Tully Blanchard after a beatdown tries to occur to Cody Rhodes, and Tully and Arn are about to go at it, and this is where I think, you know what, this is just a smoke screen. They're never gonna fight. These guys are two of the four horsemen. Think about what's happening here. Flair. Okay? Flair is coming in now with El Idolo. Now you have three of the four horsemen. Who's going to betray Cody? It's that man with the Glock. It's Arn Anderson. I think Arn Anderson is going to be the one to betray Cody. I just don't think he's very good at being nuanced. Like, oh, I'm gonna be bad. So like a month ago when he was doing those weird promos where he was burning things outside of Cody's home and he was being crazy, I think that is very telling about where the future is. I think Cody is gonna get betrayed by Arn Anderson because Arn Anderson is joining up with Tully, who's joining up with Ric Flair once he's not once he's clear of all of his stuff, and that's only if they allow him on. I know that AEW is very strict with appeasing the fans, and it's like, no, that's not cool. We're gonna stop it. But we'll see what happens with Ric Flair. I'm very curious. Oh snap! Did they pass the infrastructure? Sorry, my Twitter is up. We'll talk about that at the end. Ooh, interesting. I'm big into politics too, so I'll look at that. Lucha Brothers out to help, and they hold the ring. I'm excited for the Lucha Brothers versus FTR. I'm excited for probably the tag team match, Pac and Cody taking on El Idolo and Malachi Black. I'm excited for that. And we get our main event here. This is it. American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, coming out for commentary on Miro versus Orange Cassidy. I love this main event. I love Miro. And I love Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's ribs are messed up, bruised from weeks of dealing with Hobbs and Hook. And I miss Hook. Where's Hook? We need more Hook. Hook watch. Where's Hook? Miro redeems Orange Cassidy. And it's going to be Danielson versus Miro. They face off. And Danielson goes to shake the hand. And Miro declines because you're just another skull in his path, Bryan Danielson. I'm excited for this. Very, very excited for this. And I think Danielson has to win, but Miro, the work he's been doing has been supremely good. Top tier wrestling stuff. Very, very exciting. I don't really have much else to say about that. That was AEW Dynamite. Now, the question is, was it profitable? That's the question. And I think it absolutely was profitable. Again, AEW delivers, and they delivered again. And Eternals delivers, so go see that. That was profitable as well. It was a night of profitable situations. On the next episode, we're going to review SmackDown, AEW Rampage, and we'll see what else. Maybe some New Japan stuff if I have the time. But that's all going to be on Monday, and we'll try to get Monday Night Raw in as well. That's going to be a bigger show, and we'll see if there's as profitable viewing as what we had the past few days, because this is the profit report, and that's what we do. We report on the profit of some of these shows and IPs.